What's going on, everybody? Welcome to episode 2 of the Nature Bay podcast with Coach Brandy. I am your Nature Bay Coach Brandy. And today we're going to talk about Nature Bay's point of view of the law of attraction, okay? Because I did my own little spin and, my take on it. And I just wanted to share that with you today. Okay, so let's start with how to call in your desires. I believe that the way to call in the desires and the things that you want is to ask God and the universe. That for me looks like visualization. So I like to make vision boards. I make vision notebooks where I might take a journal and I might glue some really beautiful pictures that look like the things that I want for future self in that notebook. And I can look at it. I can take it with me. I love affirmations, so I have an Etsy shop and it's called the Free Spirit Experience, where I make t-shirts and I put affirmations on my t-shirts. So instead of having like writing on the wall and on my mirror and lipstick, I wear an affirmation t-shirt. And those affirmations embody everything that I want, everything that I want to be. And everything that I love about myself, which leads me to gratitude. I express gratitude for the things that I desire and that I want and that I am, as if all of it is existing right now. My brain does not know the difference when I do that. I journal, I pray, I meditate, observing my thoughts and making sure I'm choosing higher thoughts. I turn thoughts into things. Thoughts to things is one of my affirmations that I say to myself, my mantras actually, that I say to myself often, especially if I'm not having a good day and a positive thought. I will say that to myself, okay? So the power of scripting and visualization is amazing. When I write and speak of the things that I desire, my brain begins to look and create proof. So it looks for and creates proof that those things exist. My brain begins to create ways to make the things that come out of my mouth and the things that I think true in my reality in this lifetime, okay? And the same thing goes for the things that I say that I don't want to come true. So when I am experiencing that inner self-critic Sam, or negative thoughts, like the ones that I used to repeat over and over about how I'm fat, I'm broke, I'm not smart, nothing good happens for me. I was not getting anything. I was broke. I was having all of my debt, my bank account was being overdrafted. I just wasn't getting any of the things that I thought I wanted because I was thinking about all of the things that I didn't have, right? So I was getting what I was putting energy into. So instead of saying things like I'm fat, I'm broke, I replaced them with I'm ready to release weight. I have such an abundance of weight on me. Let me tell you, my body knows how to produce weight like nature. And I started thinking of the abundance of things that I had. I started having gratitude. You know what? I'm so beautiful. I might not look like what society says beauty is supposed to look like, but I'm it, baby. I am it. And my husband thinks so too, honey. So, I mean, it wasn't really hard for me to go ahead and believe what he said about me. Okay, holla at your girl. So, um, I also begin to say things like, I'm going to plan and think of ways to add more streams of income into our household. I'm going to make my gifts get a job. I'm going to start using my gifts and putting it out there so they could bring me the coin. Okay. So they can make me some money. And that's exactly what they did. Okay. Like before I even realized that my gifts were putting me in places where I was attracting and bringing in money and earning money effortlessly, abundantly. And it was all because I turned my thoughts into things. Oh my goodness. And that is just more proof that what you speak and think, the brain, God, spirit guides, higher being collaborate. They collaborate with one another to get you what you want. And it costs you nothing to try it. Okay. I emulate and embody my future self. So, I talked about this in the last episode about really just getting clear on who your future self is, what your future self looks like. How does your future self respond to conflict? How does your future self dress? What is the day-to-day for your future self? When you are calling in these desires and gifts, how are you showing up and handling those desires and gifts? You have to visualize and imagine yourself doing that and trying that on right now. I want this for myself. I want to be this person. What would future self do? If future self want to be snatched and thick at the same time, she gonna have to get 8 hours of sleep. She has to minimize the stress and anxiety in her life so that cortisol doesn't kick in and just throws all of the hormones out of whack, right? She has to put fueled foods and nutritious things in her body. Okay. Are you speaking your truth? Is future self speaking her truth or his truth, but you're not speaking your truth? That is one of the first things that I decided to try on for myself. I wanted to know how it felt to speak like future self. So I began to emulate some of those things, or, eating like future self, exercising, sleeping like future self, right? Not necessarily buying the Gucci shoes like future self because, I want to embody, the thought process first. Um, how does it feel to have all of the things that you said you would have? How is future self handling, juggling all of these things? The CEO, flight life, the laptop boss life, how is future self handling that? What does that feel like, right? Because we want to be able to know if we can handle all of the things that we said we wanted. Which brings me into my next point. Are you really ready and prepared for what you said you wanted? Okay. I know for me personally, yeah, it feels amazing to think that if I got $5 million in my bank account right now, I will be so on and ready for it. But am I really? Am I really ready for what comes with having $5 million from having $5,000 in the bank? I don't know. I don't know if I'm ready to bite the whole pie, right? I like to slice my pie. I like to slice my pizza, and I like to eat it by the slice. I used to, but now I eat keto pizza sometimes. Um, but I don't want to eat the whole thing at once. So, I definitely, when I'm journaling and when I'm scripting, I'm mindful of that, because when you ask the universe will deliver. And you might be asking for more than you can chew right now. If it's a mate, if you're looking for a mate and that's what you're ready to attract, are you loving yourself and dating yourself in the highest regard so that another will love you the same? Um, Moment of this is a fact. However you are showing up to love yourself is how you will allow another person to show up and love you. Friends, whatever, coworkers, mate, all of those things. Are you giving yourself and pouring into yourself love and nourishment? And are you refilling your cup? Are you respecting your own boundaries? Are you talking to yourself lovingly so that you can attract another person to talk to you that way, to love you that way, to respect you and show up for you that way? Because if you are loving yourself correctly, nobody can come to you and love you any less. And that's on period. Okay. Are you looking to attract a baby? Are you ready for a baby? Are you taking care of your body? Are you taking the proper nutrition, the prenatals, or other supplements if you're not a woman? Are you getting good quality sleep? You see, I brought up sleep again. It's so important. It really is. That also goes for weight loss. Are you trying to release weight? There is no magic pill. There is no powder or shake that is going to help you release weight and keep that weight off. Coming from someone who has lost hundreds of pounds and gained and lost again, it feels amazing to lose weight and keep it off, okay? The magic lives inside of us. It just doesn't work when we try to look for magic and things to happen in our lives outside of us, okay? Do you have a support system to support you while you attract your desires and dreams? Do you have a life coach? Do you have a therapist? Do you have an accountability partner or two? A workout buddy? A mentor? You need a healthy support system. It sounds so sexy, right? When people say, "Oh, you know what? I did all of this alone. I'm a lone wolf. I got it out the mud." Yeah, that sounds really that's cute. But we all need someone and we all deserve someone. We deserve support and connection, okay? Nothing's wrong with that. And lastly, guys, are you allowing your desires to be with you in this space, in this season, in this lifetime? The things that you are scripting and you're visualizing, are you an energetic match for it? Are you allowing it? Are you confident and faithful in God, yourself, the universe, that this will come through for you? Or are you worrying it away? Worrying, fretting, nervous, obsessing over the thing that's chasing the thing away from you, because that's what happens when you worry. Your brain knows that you don't have it and it feels like you're chasing it, and we all know, like the game of cat and mouse, the thing is running away. We don't want to do that. We want to be unattached to the outcome, right? When you express your desire, leave it alone. Sow it. When you sow the seed and you fertilize it with good intentions and affirmations and you water it with positive thoughts, you don't get the fruit in 30 minutes. It's not a microwave, right? Your garden takes time to grow and to thrive and to flourish. Your gift and desire might take time. Remember, you might not be ready for the whole pie right now. So a little time does you some good. Okay? Don't fret. Don't worry if it doesn't happen automatically or within your expectation, your time frame. I encourage you and invite you to not be deflated or defeated, because that just pushes the thing further away from you. Okay? And I know you want what you want, and I want you to have it too. So, I mean, drop it in the ground, water it with some good affirmations and some words. Get you a t-shirt from Free Spirit Experience, shop, baby, and just wait on your blessings because it's coming. Okay? Some takeaways for you guys. What will you do now to move the needle and get closer to your future self and your boss ass life? Okay? Your boss ass dream life. What are some things that you're willing to do? Maybe it's getting more sleep. Maybe it is decluttering that room that has all of those precious, commodities in it that you might haven't even realized can get you closer to the desires that you want, right? Um, I really hope that this resonates with you. I am so honored to be on this journey with all of you. And if you would like to connect with me, you can hit me up on my Instagram page at Coach B84. Coach BEE84, all one word. And I will see you in the next episode. It's Coach Brandy. Bye, guys.